with joy unspeakable. Let's get on.
Hey, Patriots, today, very quickly, within just a couple of minutes, I want to just put in a nutshell how to understand end times prophecy. There's been so much confusion about it. I want to just put it very quickly to help everybody understand. You don't have to become a Bible scholar, but I will tell you what I did. When I first woke up, just before Trump's election, and I realized we've been lied to in 1,000 different ways, I said, I have a feeling we've been lied to big time, most of all in the book of Revelation. And I began to study, and I read it 3 times, the book of Revelation 3 times, and I wrote down word for word what I thought each verse meant in the book of Revelation. And then I was still confused, and because it did not match with what we've been told. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read it from the end. And that's when everything made sense. So I created this meme for you guys. This, I believe, will help you to lock it into place. Let's actually do what I did. So let's start at the end. At the end, we know we're going to get the new bodies. We're going to have a new heaven and a new earth where there's not going to be any more of this deception and all this death and all of that. So that's at the very end. Did you realize there's another battle, not just Armageddon, but there's a Gog and Magog battle just before that we get our new earth, new bodies, new heaven, and all of that. And that's right then is when Satan has been loosed. He's been loosed from what? From being chained for 1,000 years. So when we back up, we're like, oh, wait a minute, I've missed that entirely. And I think that's where a lot of people get tangled up. Plus, they try to confuse us. I think that people have infiltrated the church, and they've used this to try to hide who the bad guys are. But we're waking up to all of it. So, okay, so I'm going to come back to this. But first, I'm going to explain. Make sure you know who is the beast. The beast is the New World Order, is the Antichrist. They have tried to have the Antichrist system all over the world. Anti-truth, anti-health, anti-goodness, anti-faith, anti-family, anti, right? That's the New World Order, is the beast of Revelation. Everything makes sense when you know who the beast is. And the false prophet is those who've infiltrated the church and the other religious institutions, and they've used it to control us. So we've got to come out of this control. And the harlot is those who will do anything for money. They're alongside with the whole New World Order. So understand these other key concepts, that Armageddon is not a physical battle. It's a battle between good and evil. The rapture is when we get our new bodies, and it's after Gog and Magog. It's after that. And the temple is you. People are like, oh, well, you're getting ahead of yourself because the rapture hasn't happened. They got us tangled up and twisted up. No, that's at the very end. We're going to have 1,000 years of peace before we get our new bodies and the new earth and the new heaven. When you look at it the right way, the way it's actually laid out in the book of Revelation, it all falls into place. And the temple, we don't have to wait for someone to go sit in a physical temple in Israel. The temple is you. It talks about he'll go into the temple and he will decimate the temple. And it's about us. He's decimated each one of us, and we're all waking up to it. We're realizing how we've been lied to. So we know this is a big part of all the lies that they've had against us. All right, so, okay, the first thing that happens, let's keep going. Let's start now from the beginning. So we have the tribulation. Hello, we have had unbelievable tribulation. It says in the book of Daniel chapter 8, it says, when sin was at its height, they will be rescued, but not by human hand. We've had unbelievable tribulation with every which way, our health, our wealth, the wars, all of it. And this has been intentional. We know that from the New World Order. We know that now that we've awakened, and we've had this great awakening. We are all waking up all over the world, whether it's the Yellow Vest Revolution in France or Jair Bolsonaro in Brazil, where they've gotten a great Christian leader down there, or the people being set free in Venezuela, or what's going on in America with the Trump MAGA movement. And all throughout Europe, they're installing Christian leaders all over Europe. I mean, it just goes on and on and on because of the Great Awakening, and that we're all coming out of this deception. And then this is the Armageddon battle. It is not a physical battle on a physical plane. It is the battle of good and evil, and it's an information war, and that's why we're fighting so hard to help everyone come out of the deception and stop believing what we're told on the mainstream media. And then as soon as this beast, there's 77,000 and more who have sealed indictments against him, are put into prison, then all that's the construct of evil that has controlled the world, this giant web of evil, it will be broken up, and they won't be able to do any more damage to us through the governments or the corporations or from the media or from the hospitals or anything like that. Then we have 1,000 years of peace. As it says, nation will not rise against nation, neither will they learn war anymore. There will be nations on this earth, but they will be honoring Christ. The people in the positions of power will be Christ-led. They will rule and reign each of the countries on the behalf of Christ, and there will be peace. That's why there's peace on earth. It says they will all know him from the least to the greatest. It says that all the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. That's the 1,000 years of peace on earth, the millennial reign of Christ, 1,000 years reign of Christ. And he will reign through his people all over the world. He will physically be here, and he will reveal himself, and he will rule through all these people, and it's already happening. Then there's the Gog and Magog battle. I don't like it, but it's after the 1,000 years, we have to have another battle. Satan is loose at that point, and there will be a final battle, and that's what it's going to take for us to move to that next level where we get our new bodies and the new earth and the new heavens, where there's no more death, no more sin, everything set right. This is what the truth is of the Bible. I hope that you will go and check this out if you want to. I'm going to put links below. You can watch my whole video on the book of Revelation. I've got videos on each of the, not all of them, but several of the chapters of the book of Revelation. And I've got ones on the mark of the beast and the Antichrist. That the mark of the beast is not a physical mark any more than the mark on the 144,000 is a physical mark. We are marked out, whether you're working for the righteousness or working with evil. You have a mark on you, whether you are a person of truth or a person of lies. That's the mark. And these people have taken on a very evil mark that they've been willing to do all kinds of evil so they could get all this power and this wealth. That's the mark of the beast. I've got videos on all of it on this channel, so I hope you'll check it out. But I just wanted to come on and give you this short summary of the order in which Revelation truly lays it out so that we can all come out of this deception. Have a great day, guys.